Argentina is heading to the FIFA World Cup Semi-Finals after a hard-fought 3-1 victory over Switzerland, but don't let that scoreline fool you. This wasn't a comfortable night for the defending world champions. Switzerland fought with everything they had, survived more than an hour with 10 men, and came within moments of forcing one of the biggest upsets of the tournament. Then, when the pressure reached its highest point, Argentina's biggest stars stepped up once again. From a controversial VAR decision to a stunning extra-time strike by Julián Alvarez, this quarterfinal had absolutely everything. The atmosphere inside Kansas City was electric long before kickoff. Fans knew this wasn't just another knockout game. A place in the World Cup semi-finals was on the line, with a blockbuster showdown against England waiting for the winner. Argentina entered the match as the defending champions, carrying the weight of expectation, while Switzerland arrived with nothing to lose and everything to prove. Argentina wasted no time showing their intentions. Right from the opening whistle, they pressed aggressively, moved the ball with confidence, and forced Switzerland deep into their own half. Their quick passing and movement immediately caused problems, and it didn't take long before the pressure paid off. Just 10 minutes into the match, Argentina found the breakthrough. Alexis Mac Allister timed his run to perfection, slipped between Switzerland's defenders, and powered a brilliant header into the back of the net. Switzerland's zonal marking completely fell apart, leaving Mac Allister with far too much space inside the box. Even Julián Alvarez was standing unmarked at the far post if the header had missed. It was a perfectly executed set piece and exactly the dream start Argentina wanted. An early goal could have crushed Switzerland's confidence, but instead, it woke them up. The Swiss refused to panic. They stayed disciplined, trusted their game plan, and slowly worked their way back into the contest. Every interception, every clearance, and every challenge showed they had no intention of becoming another easy victory for the world champions. As the first half continued, Switzerland began creating dangerous moments of their own. Their attacks weren't constant, but whenever they moved forward, they looked capable of causing problems. Argentina still controlled much of the possession, yet the game never felt completely under control. Then came the first massive controversy of the night. A challenge involving Leandro Paredes and Breel Embolo left players from both teams surrounding the referee. At first, the official showed a yellow card to Paredes. But after a VAR review, everything changed. The referee overturned the original decision because of mistaken identity. Instead, Embolo received the yellow card, and since it was his second booking, Switzerland was suddenly reduced to 10 men. It was a heartbreaking moment for the Swiss striker and a huge turning point in the match. Playing against Argentina is already one of the toughest challenges in world football. Playing with 10 men against the defending champions seemed almost impossible. But what happened next surprised everyone. Instead of collapsing, Switzerland became even more determined. Their defensive line stayed compact, every player worked tirelessly, and they defended every inch of the field like their tournament depended on it, because it did. Argentina expected more space after the red card, but Switzerland gave them almost nothing. Every cross was cleared, every through ball was intercepted, and every shot was met by a wall of white shirts throwing themselves in front of the ball. Even Lionel Messi found it difficult to influence the game. Switzerland doubled up on him whenever he received possession, cutting off passing lanes and forcing Argentina to search for other solutions. It was one of the most disciplined defensive performances any team had produced against the world champions in this tournament. Still, Argentina kept pushing. They moved the ball from side to side, trying to stretch Switzerland's defense, but clear opportunities remained rare. Frustration slowly started creeping into Argentina's play, while Switzerland grew stronger with every minute they survived. Then, late in normal time, Switzerland nearly shocked the football world. A dangerous attack carved open Argentina's defense, and suddenly the ball fell perfectly for a Swiss chance inside the penalty area. The stadium held its breath. But Argentina's goalkeeper produced an unbelievable save. It was one of those moments that wins tournaments. Instead of watching Switzerland celebrate an equalizer, Argentina stayed in front. That single save completely changed the emotional momentum of the match and gave the defending champions another chance to survive. After 90 exhausting minutes, the score remained 1-0, but the battle was far from over. Argentina still hadn't found the second goal to kill the game, while Switzerland, despite playing with 10 men, continued believing they could force one last miracle. As extra time began, tired legs became obvious on both sides. Every sprint hurt. Every tackle demanded maximum effort. Argentina knew they couldn't allow penalties against a team playing with nothing to lose. Switzerland knew that if they could survive just a little longer, history was within reach. Neither team was willing to blink first, and the biggest moments of the night were still to come. The tension inside the stadium kept growing with every passing minute. Switzerland had defended with incredible discipline for more than 100 minutes, frustrating one of the best attacking teams in the world. Despite playing with 10 men for over an hour, they were still alive. Every clearance was celebrated like a goal. Every tackle lifted the confidence of the Swiss players, and Argentina could feel the pressure building. One mistake could send the match to penalties. But championship teams always find heroes when they need them most. Then came the moment that completely changed the game. Julián Alvarez received the ball just outside the penalty area with a small pocket of space opening in front of him. Instead of looking for a pass, he trusted his instincts. One quick touch, one look at the goal, and he unleashed a sensational strike that flew into the far top corner. The Swiss goalkeeper had absolutely no chance. It was a world-class finish. For more than 100 minutes, Switzerland had defended almost perfectly, but there was simply no stopping a shot like that. The entire Argentina bench exploded with emotion. Players rushed onto the field to celebrate, while thousands of Argentine fans inside the stadium erupted. After such a tense battle, Alvarez had finally delivered the moment that everyone had been waiting for. That goal completely changed the mood of the match. Switzerland suddenly had no choice but to abandon their defensive shape. Sitting back was no longer an option. They pushed more players forward, searching for one last chance to keep their World Cup dream alive. It was a brave decision, but it also left dangerous spaces behind their defense. Argentina recognized that immediately. As Switzerland committed bodies forward, Argentina won possession and launched a lightning-fast counterattack. The move developed at incredible speed. The first touch wasn't perfect, and for a moment it looked like the opportunity had slipped away. But the loose ball fell kindly inside the box, and Lautaro Martínez reacted quicker than everyone else. Keeping his composure under pressure, Martínez calmly guided the ball into the net to make it 3-1. That goal ended the contest. The final whistle arrived moments later, and the Argentina players celebrated like a team that knew they had survived one of their toughest tests of the tournament. The 3-1 scoreline suggested a comfortable victory, but everyone who watched the match knew the truth. Switzerland had made Argentina fight for every single minute. One of the biggest stories after the match was Lionel Messi. For the first time in 10 consecutive World Cup matches, the Argentine captain failed to score. Normally, that would dominate the headlines. But Messi's reaction told a different story. There was no frustration and no disappointment. His only concern was seeing Argentina reach another World Cup semi-final. Individual records mean very little when the ultimate goal is defending the biggest trophy in football. While Messi didn't find the net, Argentina once again proved why they remain one of the favorites to lift the trophy. Different players stepped up when the team needed them most. Mac Allister gave them the perfect start. The goalkeeper produced a match-saving stop when Switzerland threatened to equalize. Julián Alvarez delivered the goal of the night, and Lautaro Martínez finished the job with the late counterattack. That's what separates great teams from champions. They don't depend on just one superstar. Switzerland may have been eliminated, but they left this tournament with enormous respect. Playing more than 60 minutes with 10 men against the defending world champions could have turned into a disaster. Instead, they produced one of the bravest defensive performances of the entire World Cup. Their organization, determination, and fighting spirit pushed Argentina to the absolute limit. If not for Alvarez's incredible strike, this match almost certainly would have gone to a penalty shootout. Sometimes football isn't decided by tactics or statistics. Sometimes it's decided by one unforgettable moment of brilliance. Now, Argentina's attention turns to an even bigger challenge. A blockbuster semi-final against England. It's a matchup every football fan has been waiting for. Two of the biggest football nations in the world. Two squads filled with world-class talent. Lionel Messi leading Argentina. Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane leading England. And with a place in the FIFA World Cup final on the line, neither team can afford a single mistake. Interestingly, both teams arrive with similar stories. Neither Argentina nor England has played its best football throughout the knockout rounds. Both have been pushed to the limit. Both have relied on moments of individual brilliance. And both have shown the mentality that championship teams need to survive pressure. That makes this semi-final almost impossible to predict. England will believe their energy, pace, and physical strength can trouble Argentina. Argentina will rely on experience, composure, and the confidence that comes from winning the biggest matches under the brightest lights. One thing is guaranteed. This will be much more than just another football match. It will be a battle between two giants chasing the same dream. If Argentina can finally produce their complete performance, they will be incredibly difficult to stop. But if England's biggest stars deliver on the biggest stage, we could witness one of the greatest World Cup semi-finals in recent memory. After surviving Switzerland's incredible challenge, Argentina is only one victory away from another World Cup final. The defending champions are still standing, their belief is growing stronger, and their dream of lifting football's biggest trophy remains alive. Do you think Argentina has what it takes to defend their World Cup crown? Or will England end their journey in the semi-finals? Share your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more FIFA World Cup coverage as we continue following every unforgettable moment on the road to the final.